at the 30.
Be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Papapelph. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give out of the gun. At the 45 on his way. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown Seminoles.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
A really nice job by the defense. Understanding the situation. You know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback on this play, and that was able to freeze them for just that half second, and that allowed the receiver on the jet sweep to use his speed and get to the outside.
Quick handoff. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. To throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket starts to... They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Using his legs, it's Maffa. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it on the right. He's off to the races. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 6.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
10, 4, 6, 7.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down coming up. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Lucas. At the 40, there he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and his tackle is finally made. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Caught near the sideline. It's Lucas. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on third and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got first and goal.
29 Philly, 2-9.
A first down run in the red zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football and stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll run it from the gun. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Well, jet sweep pass. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And how about the quarterback? How about the athletic ability for this guy? He's so quick, so elusive, so fast, can make these big plays. And before you blink, he's 30-plus yards down the field, making your defense look silly.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
3:25.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team.
On to punt it away.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Maffa.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And more yards after contact. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. On the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up, and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw. It's Croman Hope. Intercepted.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The short hands. It's Grinding Stool. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for room, it's Maffa. Fights off a defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Fires and picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Makes the grab. It's Maffa. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. On the return, it's Benson. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, well, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Another incompletion on third down.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Klubnik. It's complete to the left.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the 1st down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
The give and the run on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
It's
Now it's 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks and gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return. Decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Williams. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Busts through behind his pad. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 9.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls to missed timing.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Built
into double coverage, and he picked it off.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Defensive lineman winning up front.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 35, Florida State 14.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He unleashes a long one. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
He'll start this drive firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. After after the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the right. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Noles.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed, and finally dragged down at the 32.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late now, down by the goal line. Just take his minute.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the pressure.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Fast motion from the offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Got a man. It's Benson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down for 42. The Seminoles are on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Crosses midfield. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Sends it downfield. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival. It's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.